big block Chevy. It is it's a Dart. Big block Chevy. Pretty decent looking set, set of heads. It's had some serious issue here in this one guide area. It tore up pretty good there, wallered out. It's beat up that chamber pretty good right there. So it's going to take a little welding. That's going to be a little project. I'll show you how to fix it. Spots here and there that need to be repaired. So, okay, got everything welded up here. That chamber down around that guide, got it welded up. So now I need to set it up and ring that hole oversized for a bigger guide. I'll show you how I do that. Get the camera moved over here. Use a couple pieces of all thread, work fine for this. Get them screwed in. And then I've got these little spacers that I've built to work with my little plate that I've got on the mill. I'll carry the camera over here and show you. Okay, this is a little fixture that I've got that I use when I'm doing that type of stuff. I'll figure out where I can put the camera here so you can see. If you look, the way this fixture's made, it's got some straight slots across the top, and then it has some angled ones at the bottom, so you can get some angle on the head. Like up here. Pilot and a level. All right, here, got us almost indicated again. All right, so that will be 0. There we go. Okay, now we're seeing those. Now I'm going to space over 4 inches 9/30 should be the number. We should be centered over that hole. Get a mic and check the hole, see where we're at. Little snap gauge. Check to see what size this thing is right now. Go find a reamer. A little over 500 now, about 507. Go over here and dig through my reamers and get me a reamer and see what I need to do to get it to straighten up. Let me get you over here a little closer. Okay, got a bigger reamer. And get some lube on it here. I think that will probably be about what we're going to end up with. Oh yeah, that cleaned it up. Oh yeah, I got it. That looks good right there. So that's what size we're going to end up with right there. I'll machine a guide for that and get it pulled off here, and we can continue on with this one. Got the guide all put in. You can see where I had to weld all around that and got that repaired. The chamber's all welded up. Everything came out real nice. Gonna set it up in the 30. Get some seats put in here, do a valve job on it. Then I can rough this chamber in. The customer's gonna come back and I believe do some more work on the chambers. So all I need to do is pretty much rough this chamber in and get it close, and then he's going to finish them up. So I'll get it set up here and turn the camera back on in a minute. I thought I'd just show you how I set this up on the Surdy. Got the little stops down here, pull the head into the location. These didn't come with the Surdy. I just cut a couple of pieces of aluminum strap that I can put down on the head so I don't damage the valve cover rail, and it'll spread out over the length of the valve cover rail and make a nice place to clamp on. And it just simplifies setting it up a little bit where you can get it good and tight, keep any vibration and stuff out of it. That's how I clamp it down. Get this one rolled over, valve job done on it, and I'll show you working that chamber. Okay, I got the head set up here, got my cutter set. And let it center. Lock it down. Spray a little lube on it. larger. A little bit back on this back side over here still needs cleaned up. A little more lube. And still a little bit more. Got to get it to clean up so we get a good fit. I don't cut it to any particular size. I machine the seat rings to fit. I think this cut ought to do it. Looking good. All right. We have got that one cleaned up. So I'll measure it. Just use a snap gauge. Get me a size. Usually check it a couple of times to make sure on my size. Okay. Well, I'm going to go machine a seat ring and I'll turn the camera back on after I get it machined. Alright, I'll move it around so the cutter wouldn't get into my weld anywhere and let it center up. A little lube. Okay. Indicator's bottomed out. Take that extension off of it. Yeah, a little tiny bit more. Yeah, that off to work. Get another seat machine and put it in, and I go back and valve job it and then work the chamber. All right, give us a number here for the height. Always use a little grease on the pilot. Get around there. Yeah, make sure y'all can see. I always like to pull a vacuum on them. Make sure they're sealing. That's a good way to test. Make sure you're got a good concentric seat and valve. There you go. All right. It doesn't take much to cause it to not seal up. So far, looking pretty good here. Get the intakes done, and I can work this chamber. Let me get my intake cutter set up and get the head leveled up, and I'll turn the camera back on and we'll cut the intake side on this one. And one thing I always do too is my indicator, I'll find me a magic marker. My indicator I use, I went to 0 on the exhaust, 0, just mark on the head so I know where I'm at. Then when I do the intake, so I'm not moving my dial and lose my position and all that stuff. So let me get the intake cutter set up and I'll get the intake side cut, and I'll pretty much be done. Clean this chamber up, get it roughed in for him, and then he's going to finish up the chambers. And I think that'll be it. Put a surface on them, and I'll be done with this pair. It is an intake seat height. A little more grease on my pilot. You got to keep the pilot greased up. If you get one that fits the guide properly, you just got to make sure that you work it in and out a little bit. around here. See how our vacuum test goes. You gotta always plug, there's a rocker stud that goes into the intake port, so you gotta plug it up. I just stick my finger over it. Takes a little bit to pull the vacuum up just because of the size of the port. And that head is good. Got to work this chamber and cut that guide off a little bit, and that's all I'm going to need to do on this one. Okay, I got it surfaced. Normally just take a head gasket, line it up on the dowels, and I use a magic marker and kind of scribe a line, so I'll have a reference on where I need to finish up this chamber. And it's an easy way to do it, and like I said, he's going to go back and do some to them after I get finished, but I need to get it close enough for him so he doesn't have a lot of work. I got to clean the plug hole up yet. One other thing I do, you can kind of see where it marker kind of quits right there, and there, but this one goes all the way around. You can take a square, put it across the end of the head, and run up to where it lines up there. Put you a mark on it, and you then come down here to about right there where it just starts to show up, and you can make another mark, and that kind of gives you an idea of where you need to taper it off. And if you're square off the end of the head, you're straight across the surface of the head. So that gives me an idea of what I need to try to duplicate. And that's looking pretty close right there. Head gasket back on here, and I need to Get me a reference on the top side. You can kind of see where it picks up, hopefully, right there. Mark across there. Need to taper this on off there, but I've got this pretty good in this. When this head was blown up, it tore the spark plug up and it tore the plug hole up, so I'm going to have to use a time insert in it to repair it. It's just too far gone to do anything with it. Little tool here, it's got threads on it that'll pull it through, cuts it, and cuts it to the other size for the insert. A little lube on it and get it started here. Really a pretty simple process. A well thought out system. I've used quite a few of them over the years. When you do blow a head up like that and the plug won't come out, don't force it out. Get the head off and grind off the bad part of the plug so you can get it out and not screw the plug hole up to the point where you have to put an insert in it. There we go. You want to leave the tap in. Once you get it run through, you get below the threads a little ways. And then this little cutter here cuts a little step for that step that's on the end of this insert to go down against. And that's it. Doesn't take much to put that little step in there. Get the tap out. Grab the camera here. Hopefully y'all can see. You can kind of see down in there what it looks like. You see the little shiny part, that's the little step that insert has to go against. The hole out, a little cleaner. And you have a swedging tool that's used to install these. Get it started on it like so. I'll put a little green Loctite on it and screw it in, and I'll have to grind a little bit on the combustion chamber side to get it straightened out. But that's how you fix a spark plug hole. I use a green retaining compound like you would use on a bearing. I found that it works a lot better for holding these in. Just run this wedging tool all the way through it. It wedges it out and helps hold it in. Clean that Loctite up out of the hole here so it doesn't dry up. And let's see, kind of see down in there, see what it looks like down in that hole. Came out real nice and flush, and you can see it came through the plug side. But I'm going to go in and dress all this up around there, and it should be pretty decent then. Got the big blocks all finished up, spark plug hole all taken care of. That blown up guide down in here, y'all can see I've got it welded up, got it all back in it. Valve job's all done, surfaced. Both of them ready to go back to him. He's going to go back and do some work on the chambers. So that's kind of why some of the stuff is the way it is. But we got it all taken care of here. I'll roll it around here, fell off my block. But yeah, it is ready to go back to the customer. I'll get them shipped off today, and hopefully he's happy with them. Get another look down at that guide. It came out nice. Can't hardly tell it's been repaired. So I hope he's happy. Appreciate everybody watching. Subscribe, like, share the channel. All of it helps. Thanks everyone for watching.